Hey guys, I know this is probably a weird setup with the lighting and whatnot, and it's very close. This is all I have to film with. I have the most ridiculous setup. I feel like every time I make a video, it's just a whole new challenge. But today I am going to make a video about, okay, I love stand-up comedy. I think it's the best and only form of comedy. I don't really enjoy skit comedy. I feel like it's way too forced. Movies that are supposed to be funny, I don't find funny at all. I actually hate people like Will Ferrell and Steve Carell. I mean, I don't hate them personally, I don't know them, but I just don't find them funny, which I know is an extremely unpopular opinion because everyone I tell, they can't believe that I don't find Will Ferrell funny. I just don't. I really only like stand-up because I feel like it's the most genuine. It's just somebody being themselves, telling a story that might be true, probably very fabricated, but they still are so good at telling it that you believe it, and it's just funny. That's kind of like my dream job, is being a stand-up comedian, and I know it's not for everybody. I feel like on some level you have to have what am I trying to say here? You can't learn to be funny, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a natural talent that they have, and you can definitely practice and improve and pick up on things that other people do that you like, so it's something that you can work on, but I feel like you have to be naturally funny to begin with. For a hot minute, I was trying to write my own stand-up, and every once in a while I'll think of something funny or like something will happen to me and I'll jot it down, and just in case one day I want to write a little bit. It's probably not going to happen because I'll think of something funny in the moment and then I'll go back and read it and I'm just like, what are you doing? No. So I have a note on my phone of all of the things that I have written down that I at one point found stand-up potential. Okay, and it's called stand-up fail, so it's not good. I thought maybe at one point I could start my bit off saying something like, I make dad jokes and really horrible puns, as if that's like a great way to start off a set, right? And I have another way to start off, just talking like straight about drugs. I feel like that'll catch people's attention, especially because whenever people find out that I do smoke weed, they're always very surprised. So I feel like it'd be like a shock factor kind of thing. It might be funny. Oh, this is another, because this is kind of funny. So the school I go to has a lot of phallic-y named buildings. Like, there's a building called the Weighing Center. The place where you can go get food and everything is called the SAC, Student Activity Center. Okay, this one's not funny at all, and I don't even want to share any of these because they're actually not funny. But I had a substitute teacher in math, substitute professor more like, which normally doesn't happen, but for some reason my professor thought it was a good idea to send in his friend, who is more French than he is, with a lisp. So half the class left within the first 10 minutes of class. I think I did too, actually, and then he did it a second time, and that time people didn't even bother showing up because we all know who was gonna be there, and he was really hard to understand. I saw a bumper sticker, and I actually told this story to my friend and he got a nice chuckle out of it, so I was like, maybe it's like, okay. I saw a bumper sticker that said, subject to break at any time for appraise. Now, if you just suddenly break and I rear-end you, or you cause an accident where somebody dies, you're going to hell anyway, so that praise will do you no good. There's nothing more disturbing than seeing a chunk of it on the ground. Okay, it's kind of funny because we've all been there, you know, you've all like been in like an outside area, or most of the time I've seen these at school. You're just walking down the hallway or you're sitting in a chair and you look down and there's a chunk of hair and you don't know if it's an extension or if it's real or if it's somebody just cleaning out their brush in the middle of class, but it's never pleasant. I have a hypothesis about how the name Andrew came about. You know how there's the name Drew? Well, my theory is maybe there was a guy named Drew and he was in a group of people and one person was introducing all of them to somebody else, and they were like, this is Sydney, this is Betty, and Drew. And he was like, hi Sydney, hi Betty, hi Andrew. I'm sorry, that's really stupid. But it's kind of funny. I make myself laugh. I mean, really, that's the most important thing. If you can make yourself laugh, you're good to go. And I'm the kind of person who, I laugh at everything. I laugh at a lot of things that most people don't laugh at. I love puns, I love corny jokes, I love vulgar jokes, anything, I love it. Well, almost anything. Obviously, I don't love skit comedy and Will Ferrell, but whatever. I have good taste in comedy, I think. So actually, if you have any good stand-up bits, please comment them down below because I'm always watching them. I subscribe to the Laugh Factory on YouTube. I'll link a couple down below that are my favorite. That's my stand-up bits, possibly. I mean, that's just like fragments. Oh, and I also have another one too that I thought of that I have been told was pretty funny. So when I was a kid, I used to hang out at my friend's house a lot, and they only lived 2 houses down, so I would be there kind of late sometimes because I was homeschooled and they like never went to school, so we'd be hanging out late all the time. And instead of walking me home, their mom, she would just watch me from their kitchen window to make sure I got home safe, which is kind of not okay because I could make it to the house next to mine and I'm out of her eyesight and I get taken. So my theory is she didn't care about me enough to actually make sure I get home safe by delivering me home. She just cared enough to be able to like describe the van when it came to pick me up, and she called the police later. If you don't think I'm funny, don't tell me, but if you think I'm funny, then definitely let me know. But I've been told I'm funny, so your opinion's relevant. I don't even want to put this out there. Like I said, if you have any suggestions about people who... Suggestions? I hope you... Can you hear this? Okay, alright. So thank you for watching. Sorry about this angle. I'm filming on an iPhone 4. Bye.